Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and today we're going to be building a French land ship. Now, as you guys probably already know, there is a tank called the Shah 2C, and that is what we're going to be basing it off. It isn't going to be exactly like the Shah, it is just based on it. So, let's go ahead and start building the body, and then we'll add the guns, and then we'll test it out. Let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Okie dokie, so there is actually a lot to do with this, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go ahead and start it, but I think what we'll do first is actually work on the tracks, try and make those look as nice as possible, and go from there. So, first things first, idler wheel is actually going to be one of these very flat ones, and I think I might make it look like this. I think that's probably the closest I want to get to what I want. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and make this much larger. It is going to be about 1 meter big, which is actually really large for an idler wheel. And we're going to leave that right at the front, just like so. We're then going to bring these guys up a little bit higher than that. There we go. And they're going to go backwards from there. I usually build tanks way smaller than they actually are. But yeah, today I'm going to go ahead and try and not do that. We'll see what happens. At the rear, we're going to have a sprocket, obviously, and that is actually going to look the way that it already does. And it's actually going to go back here. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but not much else is actually going to change. So, sprocket, there we go. We're going to go to, actually, 1 meter. That seems about the right size, actually. And we're going to have it be quite low. So, there you go. We're going to have it look just like this, pretty much. The length of the entire thing, I don't know. The length of this, 10 meters. I know that's pretty oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, 10 meters seems a little bit big, but we'll do it. Okay, let's try and work with this. So idler wheel, instead of being 1 meter big, it's going to be oh my, 1.5. 1.5, that's huge. Alright, there we go. 1.5 meters big. Okay, excellent. And we'll leave that just like so. That's huge. Okay, the sprocket itself also 1.5. Bam, there we go, and that's going to go about there, and then these guys are going to go a little bit higher, like this. Okay, this is kind of insane, actually. That is a bit crazy. But you know what, we're just going to roll with it, that seems fine. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do then is actually go to the wheels down below, and work on those. So, the road wheels themselves are all going to look like these ones. Suspension is going to stay as is. Return rollers, I mean, they are going to be sort of hidden, but we are going to make them bigger, because I feel like we should. So, diameter of those is going to be 0.75, which is actually really large, and we're going to bring that to about here. There. Okay, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty good to me anyway. So, we'll leave it a lot like this. The next thing that I want to do is actually figure out the width of these. Separation is 1.6, okay. We're going to make that 2. Okay, this is insane. But there you go, 2. And then, actually, 2.4? 2.4. And then we're going to go ahead and make the tracks themselves a little bit wider as well. They're going to be 700 millimeters wide. There you go. Okay, this looks about right. It looks a bit insane, but that's okay. The track segments are going to look like these ones. And the thickness of those is actually going to be really thick. We're going to go to 150. There we go. Okay, length of those, a little bit less, actually. So they're going to be quite long. There we go. We're going to leave it like that. That's sick. Yeah. Okay, so while I was working on it a little bit, I actually dragged these guys backwards a little bit, and it seems that they actually look way better when there is more of them. So we're going to do that. The width of these guys is going to come out to about there. We're going to do the same thing on the other guys as well. So the road wheels, width of those is actually going to stay on the inside of this. Sprocket is already on the inside, and idler wheel is already on the inside too. Okay, sick. What do we think of this? Oh, this is gonna work. It looks about right. Okay, so I don't really know what the inside of these actually looks like, in terms of the front end and the back end and stuff like that. I actually legit don't really know what's going on there. But what we're gonna do is try and work it out for ourselves, and hopefully that'll be fine. So, let's drag these guys out to the edges like so. Let's go ahead and drag this guy further forwards like this. Attach a piece onto there, make it really large, because I think it has like a pretty much flat front end. Extend it once again. There we go, and I guess drag these guys backwards like so. There we go, bring these guys into the sky a little bit. There we go, and then from there I think it's just flat upwards. So just like this kind of thing. There we go. Yeah, I think that's actually about right. Let's go ahead and spawn it in, see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually make it slightly skinnier. There we go, just like so. Extend it a little bit more, and I do want to be able to see where the tracks actually are. So we're going to bring those to there, and that looks mighty fine. Okay, excellent. We're also going to have to bring, like, literally all of these guys backwards, because, again, we sort of should. So there we go. We'll bring them to at least there, and then we need to figure out what the back end looks like, because I actually don't know. Okay, I had a quick look, like a really, really quick look at what the back end looks like, and essentially it looks like it is, let me just angle this down. It looks like it angles down pretty much the same as the tracks do, and that is pretty much it. So we'll leave it a lot like this, to be honest. So, yep, send this forwards just a tiny touch, and leave it there like that. In fact, what I might do is bring it further forwards and do this kind of thing, so it's pretty much level, and then I think we can extend it. Squidge it in a little bit too, there we go, and keep it going and keep squidging, and we'll give it a round back end. I know it probably didn't, but I want to follow the tracks, so that's okay. Like I said, it's based off the SHA-2C, but it doesn't necessarily have to look just like it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to mobility real quick, and I'm going to go to the Sprocket mount. I'm going to use these guys as much as possible, actually. The idler mount is going to be the same one. We're going to use those. And if I can, I'm going to make the mount size actually a lot bigger, which doesn't actually make it terribly, like, a lot bigger. It just makes it a little bit bigger. But that still works. Yeah, we get the right sort of feeling from it. So there you go. Okay, the next thing is we need to figure out where the guns are going to go, where the turrets are going to go, and the driver and stuff like that. So, let's go to edges, and we're going to split this a lot of times. Let's split that there. Let's split it there. On the rear, let's split it here. The back gun is going to go around here. The front gun is going to go around here. And hopefully that's fine. Okay, and then in the middle, we're going to go and extend these guys up. There we go, because this is where the engine stuff actually goes. And realistically, it is actually just a box. So we're going to bring this guy backwards like so. We're going to bring this guy forwards like so. We're going to extend it down a tiny bit. And essentially, it just leaves it like that. There's not much else to it, to be honest. It will be decorated in the future, but it is just a box for now. We'll add rivets and stuff to that in the future. But honestly, for now, it doesn't really matter. What else do we need then? So on the front, it would be nice to add a circle bit, but I think the way that we're going to get that is actually by adding a gun. So if we do this onto there in the middle, there we go, like so. The way that we're going to get the circle bit on the bottom is we're going to make the diameter of this bigger, and then we're going to make it higher. There you go, which is something that I don't generally do, but it is something that I should do a little bit more. But there you go. Okay, cool. So from there, what we need to do is make a circle out of this, and that's pretty much it, actually. So bring this up to about there. There we go. Armor thickness of this is going to go right up, and yeah, I'm going to build a circle. So I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so I've made it round, but what we need to do from here is we actually need to grab all of it and essentially, like, trick it in at the top, if that makes sense. So we need to squidge it at the top. So, in order to squidge it, let's go ahead and do these guys and squidge it like so. We're also going to squidge it like this as well. There we go. And at the rear, I actually want it to go upwards. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that, but that is something that I want to do. So, yeah. Should we make it a little bit taller than this as well, actually? So it'll go up a little bit. There you go. That's quite large. That's fine. Let's go ahead and push this one in slightly so that it fits. And that's okay. From there, we're going to go ahead and grab all of these guys, including that one, and these guys, and all of these, and these ones, that one, and that one. We're going to extend these again, I think. Yep. And we're going to try and use this in order to make this nice. I don't know how that's going to work, though. But essentially, that goes in there like that. We're then going to go ahead and bring them backwards like this. And inwards as well, I guess. Yeah, so like that as well. And there we go. So it's kind of right, but not really. I don't know. I think we can leave it like that anyway. So if we go to this, we can do this, which smooths it all out. And I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so in order to actually add a gun to this then, we're going to have to go into firepower. Yes. We're going to go to mantlets. Kind of want to use this one, but at the same time, I actually really want to use this one. Which is very, very frustrating, actually. But what we can do is actually extend this out sideways and make it a little bit chunkier. And that might actually look quite good, to be honest. That does actually look okay. I can't angle this though, can I? No. Because I'd love to angle it to this, but that's not actually possible. Which is super duper annoying. But honestly, that actually doesn't look too bad, so we'll leave it as is. Okay, it is a 75mm gun, but I don't know how big the propellant length would be on it. Actually, I can figure that out, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. We're going to just go ahead and make this a 1.5 meter long barrel, and, sorry, 1.0.5. There we go. 1.5 meter long barrel, and we'll fit this to it. So, just like that. There we go. Okay, I think that's fine. And this is actually going to be like an early war tank as well. So, there you go. Okay, it's pretty cool. Alright, so instead of actually doing this twice, and essentially making a smaller gun on the back, what we might do is actually add 2 of these guns, and just call it like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and try and decorate this one as much as possible. I'm going to add a bunch of rivets, and hopefully it'll look good in the end. So, I'll be back with you guys in a second. Alright guys, what do we think of this? I think it looks actually pretty good. I've added rivets down the sides. I've added a gunner's sight right there, a commander's cupola on the top, which I've actually extended upwards because on the Char-2C they have really tall things. I don't know what they are actually. I don't know whether they're fans or something. Actually, maybe. I don't know what they are. And then we've got a hatch on the top as well, and I haven't gone overboard with it, but I have added a machine gun on the back, because I thought that would be kind of a cool little addition. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to save this, and I'm going to essentially put the same gun on the rear. I know it's not like that on the Char-2C, but I want to do it anyway, so let's get to it. Alright, so all we have to do now is actually put this one on here, there we go, and we need to load up, French LANDSHIP turret, there it is, and that is actually all we need. Oh, it's a little bit too tall. Okay, what I can do is actually go down to this, grab these guys, and actually just send it down. And the main thing that we need to make sure we do is not shoot that in front of us, which is really annoying because we're gonna... I don't want to turn this around and actually have the gun pointing backwards because it makes everything really difficult when you're actually trying to use it. So I want to have it facing forwards. I don't know whether I can change how... I don't know if I can change how, like... Add constraints. Okay, min and max. So if I do this... Yeah, you see, it only works the other way around. But if I turn this around, it won't work right. It just won't. But it's 90 and 90. 90 and minus 90, sorry. Bam, there we go. So, what we need to do is actually turn this all the way around. And it does actually have to go on there backwards. Which is super duper annoying, but at the same time, maybe it's okay. So, if we leave that there like that, we'll have it so that it can't shoot all the way forwards, but almost. So, we go with 170 there and minus 10. Yeah, no, that's not right. And 170 here? Is that right? But that's not quite right. So minus 155. There we go. Okay, good. And then this is just 155. There you go. And it won't be able to shoot the one in front. Oh, it will. 130. Okay, and then minus 130. Okay, hopefully that's good. So what we need to do then is we need a gunner for this one. So let's go to crew. Grab ourselves 2 more crew. There is going to be a gunner and a loader. And there we go. Okay, so let's say we want to aim in that direction. The gun on the back is turning around. But that's as far as it'll go. Okay, right. So it is actually higher than 130. That's fine. Okay, so this is actually really cool, isn't it? We will go with 170. Hopefully that is actually not too bad. Minus 170 there as well. There we go. And let's see what that does. Okay, so here it is. It's turned all the way around, and... you know what? That's totally gonna work. Let's turn it slightly more sideways. Okay. Where's its maximum, actually? If I turn that back to there... Okay, it's a tiny bit less. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so... We're gonna go 155. There we go. If we miss a tiny bit, that's fine. There we go, 155. Okay, cool. The only other thing that we need to do is actually get the same gun as well, because we need the same rounds throughout the entire thing. Essentially, it's 3, 2, 4, and then 1.5. Okay, so 3, 2, 4, and then 0.5. There we go. that's essentially it. It's the same gun on the front and the back now. So if we go to ammo storage, we can actually get some of these. They're not very big, but we'll just go ahead and put in like a few more. There we go. Okay, good. We'll put those in there. Nice. And then we go to the other one, and we'll do the same thing. Those inside of here. There we go. And then we'll add some extra ones underneath the turrets. So we'll do this. There you go. It's going to go backwards to there. And then we're going to do another one right here, which goes all the way backwards to the other one back there. Okay, sick. That's actually really, really cool. I like it. So now we can actually shoot the guns. I'm pretty sure. Alright, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, fire! Nice. Okay, yeah, this is going to be cool. This is going to be very, very cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to rush through and try and add a bunch of rivets everywhere. Unfortunately, I haven't actually made this tall enough, and I really should, actually. So what I might do is actually raise the height of this bit, so that we can add some rivets down the side of it. Obviously, we need to add rivets down the side of here, and also all the back and everything. In fact, we need rivets everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and raise these guys up, and I'm going to go ahead and raise this up as well, because I feel like I need to. So there you go. Grab this, and grab this, and even these ones on the sides, even this one, and continue it. There we go. There, there, and there. Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and extend them. Actually, we can just raise them. There we go. We could just do this. That's fine. Yeah, that is actually okay, because then we can just grab these two and do this. And we can make this bit a little bit bigger. And that still looks normal-ish. Yeah, that still looks fine. Okay, cool. So I'm going to rivet this up. We're going to add a gunner's view, a driver's view, sorry. And loads of other stuff. And that'll be great. The only other thing that we need to do is actually raise this up now, because it made it look way smaller. But there you go. Okay, this is cool. Alright, so rivets everywhere. What do we think of this? Literally rivets everywhere. So, what we're going to do now is work on the extra bits. So, we need to go to mobility, we need to go to engine, and the vents on this thing are all going to look like these ones. We're actually going to go ahead and have like 4 of these dotted around on the top of here, and that is actually fine. I'm going to grab all of them though, and I'm going to lower them all down a little bit. There we go. Actually raise it up so that we can still see the vents. There we go, awesome. And then what I really want to do is actually add some of these in the middle. Actually, delete these ones and delete these ones. Let's go ahead and start putting these down first. So make them as big as we can. There we go, which is actually quite large. Lower this down into there. There we go. Actually, do that after. Do it after, because we need to put these ones on too. So smack these on the same place. There we go, pretty much. Grab these guys, send them down. And there we go. Okay, that'll make it look way better for when we put these guys on. So if we can... Oh, this is annoying. I hate when we can't put things inside other things, because realistically, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't actually matter. But anyway, we can put them all on individually. That's okay. So if I put this here, like so, I can then put another one right here, like this. There you go. Same with this one. And same with this one. There we go. I should hopefully have them all in around the same place. And that'd be brilliant, because now we can lower them all down. There we go. And that actually looks really, really cool. I like it a lot, actually. I like it a lot. Okay, if we move these this way, just a little bit. There we go. And we can move these guys in this way as well, a little bit too. There we go. Okay, that actually looks really good. I like it. Okay, so we are going to do the exhaust a little bit different on this one as opposed to what it actually looks like on the beast itself. We're going to go ahead and attach these guys to the sides. And we are going to do this on both sides. Why does it have to be inverted? Like, why is this upside down? If anybody could let me know why that is a thing, that'd be great. But anyway, that's going to go on there like that. And unfortunately, this is going to have to go the other way. Like opposite, which is very, very strange. But we're then going to do the same thing on this end. There's another one. And we're going to do the same thing right here too, just like this. So the exhausts come out the front on these ones and the back on these ones. And I can't really change that. So there you go. But you know what? That actually looks really cool anyway, so we're going to keep it as is. Alright, next, boxes. We're going to go ahead and add one of these boxes to the side right here. I'm going to go ahead and squidge it in so it gets squidged, just like so. And I'm going to make it a little bit longer, just like so as well. And then I'm going to push it in just a little bit, like so. That looks really cool, and it actually looks like it fits there. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a driver's sight on now. Let's go ahead and put 2 of these on the front end like so. And we're also going to put quite a big machine gun right in the center. We're just going to go ahead and make this really large and whack it in like that. It looks a little bit odd being there, but that's kind of where we wanted it to be. Another thing that we wanted to do as well is go to storages and attach this guy essentially right here. So make it a lot smaller so that it fits. And it goes right there like that. We're then going to go and attach 2 more next to it like so. And if I can, I'm going to stretch them backwards. And hopefully that works. There we go. Okay, that's actually quite nice. Yeah, all of these guys. Push them backwards a little bit so that they actually fit nicely. And that'll work. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Okay, lights. These guys. I'm going to go ahead and actually just shove one of these just above this gun. Kinda like that. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and push it back until we can't see the base of it. And that's it. There we go. A little light has been added. Alright, what's next? I think we're going to add a bunch of these. We always do, but essentially these guys are going to be massive on this. And they're going to get shoved on the front end. So one's going to go there like this, and the other one is going to go next to it like so. There we go. That makes it look really cool. I'm also going to do the riveted panel thing that I always do on the bottom. So we're going to do that like this. We're going to go ahead and squidge it, of course. Squidging is very important in these situations. And we're going to go ahead and make it wider. There we go. If we can, we're then going to push these guys together. Push it inwards a little bit too. There we go. And that's great. They actually work. I might even do it on the front too. On the front? What do we think? There we go. So we'll push these guys backwards into there as well. There we go. And yeah, I mean, it gives a little bit of extra detail that we wouldn't normally get. So I think that's all that really matters. It's all that really matters. We're going to go ahead and shove these guys on as well, but a little bit further up. Make it way longer, turn it around, smash it on to just above these guys like this. And I might even add one of these in the middle right there. There we go. Oh, that's sick. This actually looks really good so far. I'm loving it. Okay, so what else do we actually need to do on this? I think we should add these boxes to right here. We're going to go ahead and make them longer, wider, and chunkier as well. There we go. We're going to do this. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do with the back end. So doing something like this seems to make sense to me. There we go. Anything else that needs adding? I guess we could do a bunch of these. Kind of. I mean, yeah, I suppose. We could just attach that to there. Make it squidgy. There we go. Squidge it down. And do more of them. We're just going to go ahead and put like 3 of them on. I know that looks a little bit odd, but I think it also looks okay too. Alright, so the next thing that I want to do, that I don't know whether is a good idea or a bad idea, but essentially I want to add these side pieces. I know it's going to take a lot of effort to make these look right, but I'm going to go ahead and try and do it. So this guy going to be absolutely ginormous. And we're going to attach it on just below, there. Okay, just below there. And we're going to have them all be with the cutout, the little vent thing, for the mud to slide out. Am I doing this on both sides? I am not. I'm never doing it on both sides, am I? I'm like, should I be doing this on both sides? Yes. Am I? Never. Literally never. Alright, grab each one of these. Actually, no, we'll do it after. Let's do one more. Put it right there. There we go. Awesome. We're then going to grab one more on the front as well, I guess. So grab one of these. Whack it directly on with this. There we go. And that is a bunch of them, so that's all good. Realistically, there would be like a machine gun here, but we're not going to add it on this one. That's fine. Okay, make this as big as possible. As big as possible, so that it actually fits in with these ones. There, like that. That actually fits in really well. And then on the rear, whether I can fit this or not, I don't know, but there we go. Okay, grab every single one of these. And shove them in. Here we go. Yes. They're just like that. That is amazing. I'm actually really happy with this. The other thing that I might do is actually make them a little bit taller each. Hopefully all of them get taller together. They do. And maybe even a little bit wider. Nah. Yeah, okay, so they stretch into each other. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to move this one into position a little bit better. And move this one into position a little bit better too. And that actually looks fantastic, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go and extend this one a little bit too, just because I feel like I should. There we go. And I might even extend this one a little bit as well. And there we go. This is looking amazing. Alright, so currently this thing will barely move. And I do need to work out what's going on with these, because I don't want them showing through there, to be honest. So, mobility, yes. Let's go to tracks. Yep. Return rollers, make the diameter of those a lot smaller, but that's okay because we can then lift them up and put them back in the position where they were anyway, and then bring them forwards to also fit with this. There. Okay, that's still about right. And now we can't see them through here, so that's perfect. Alright, so, now that we fixed those then, let's go ahead and, I'm actually going to go ahead and add some armor to this thing real quickly. Now, the Char2C only had 45mm of armor everywhere, which, well, I say everywhere, maximum, and I think I'm going to have to go past that, to be honest. Position? Wait, what is this? Why is that? Okay, I'm extremely confused as to what just happened there, but sure. Let's go ahead and grab all of this again, there we go. Okay, and then I don't know... There, now it is actually working. Okay, so 45 is actually really low. For the flat pieces, we will go with more than 45. We'll go with 65, and that'll be our maximum everywhere. This will also be 65 right here, and we can go up to about 70 tons, I think. So, it's quite heavy. In fact, it's very heavy. Alright guys, so our turrets themselves are 65mm of armor, our rest of the body is pretty much only 45, and that is essentially it. We do weigh more than we should, but that's alright. We've done a good job here, I feel. So we're gonna go to our fuel, and we're gonna only put 50 liters in. I know that's not very much at all, and our engine itself does actually have to be way bigger. So we're going to go with actually, let's go with a 6-cylinder, but let's go with like 3 liters, which is a bit mad, but there you go. Anyway, upshift is going to be like 1,400, downshift is going to be 800, and idle is going to be 800 as well. Let's go. Okay, that's not quite right. Actually, we can fit a massive engine in this, can't we? Okay, right, that's all fine. That is actually completely fine. Let's go ahead and do upshift here, downshift, I don't know. There we go, go. We just weigh a lot. We just weigh a lot. But we're gonna be okay. Alright, there we go. We need to work on when it actually shifts and stuff. Downshift, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good with these. I'm really not. Hang on. So... transmission is where we need to go. We need like 6. We need to start at 6 and start at 6 there as well. Okay, go. Okay, right, hang on. It needs to shift up a little bit further down the line. So go back to engine real quick. Shift up at like 1,800 and then it won't shift down straight away. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, we got this. Nice. Alright, so because it is French, let's go ahead and, actually, should I see if I can get an actual emblem that they would have used on this? I don't know whether I should. Alright, so there's our livery, and I've just added these guys, because we might as well. There's not much else that we actually need to add to this, so I think we are actually at the point where we can test it in a battle. It is worth mentioning that I don't think this is going to do terribly well, because it doesn't actually have that much armor, and its guns aren't actually that good. But anyway, let's jump into it and see what we can get up with. Up with? I don't know. There's only going to be this tank in a battle anyway, so it's crazy. Alright guys, here we go. There is 2 of my tanks versus 12 enemies? 12 enemies. This is ridiculous, but here we go. We aren't actually that armored, which is the annoying thing here. But it's gonna be okay. Please don't shoot me. Oh, it's totally gonna shoot me. It's gonna try and shoot me. Oh, it didn't. It didn't actually shoot. Nice. Okay, let's continue into the battle. Charge the enemy. Okay, I can't actually see any enemies, but that's okay. Apparently there's an enemy over there. They've shot me in the driver. The driver's dead. The driver's already dead. Oh, a gunner is dead, and I exploded. Okay, that didn't go well. Oh, the driver's already dead on this one too. Madness. Actually madness. And this one's dead as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't see this doing terribly well, to be honest. It's an outdated tank, but we'll try again. Okay, never mind. This guy just got absolutely annihilated as well. So our second tank is already dead. That's what happens when you only put 45 mil of armor on anything. It's not a lot of armor. It just isn't, and that's what the real one had. So I mean, I could change it, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. If the tank doesn't fare very well, it doesn't fare very well. That's it. Okay, what's happening here? Let's try and shoot this guy. Oh, I actually killed one. Okay. I don't know why my second gun isn't firing. But it isn't. Come on, you can shoot. Why isn't my second gun firing? Come up. Even my big cannons usually don't get through that, so I'm going to ignore that, actually. There we go, that guy's dead. My commander's dead. Okay, that's no good. We're going in. We're going in. Charge! No, never mind. Never mind. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we did a good job with the way that it looks. I feel like the tank itself is just a bit skewed, and that is an issue. But anyway, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what you think of this beast. It is a beast, you know, it still weighs 80 tons, and it still would kill, I don't know, you if you were stood in front of it. Yeah, I don't know, let me know. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, goodbye.